Good day and welcome to the Sport Rap Show. This is your host, Jesse Jackson Kauraitha, once again updating you on the latest sports news in and beyond Namibian borders. It is, of course, a Thursday and there is a lot of sports coming up this weekend, starting from today. That is Brave Warriors that will be in action as well. But all that will be on the hit list. It's going to be a special occasion in South Africa where the Brave Warriors will be in action against Angola. We remember that they lost 5-0 in the final of the COSAFA Cup last year. However, they return with the vengeance. Colin Benjamin fielding a relatively different squad from that played against Angola in that tournament last year. So he will be banging on the new faces that will be part of this team. The match starts at 6 o'clock, of course, an important one. However, there was a build up towards this big one from the start. You know, Namibia is in a group against Malawi, that is in Lesotho, as well as Angola. So indeed, it is going to be a big one. They need to win that group in order to guarantee themselves a place in the last four. So it is the time where they need just to beat Angola and probably also beat Malawi on a game that will be played on Sunday as well. Now, towards the build up, the Brave Warriors have been training and camping in South Africa before those big clashes that are taking place. We have some interviews brought to you by the Namibia Football Association media team.
You have had 2 training sessions here in Bloemfontein. How do you rate the team's readiness heading into tomorrow's game?
Yeah, I think we are ready. Since most of the guys from back home just finished or still in the league. We played 2 games over the weekend, past weekend. Fitness-wise, we are there. Plus the professional guys that have trained the team also had games a week or so ago. So fitness-wise, we are there. And then the 2 training sessions that we had this side in Bloemfontein, we played a friendly match yesterday against the University of Free State, which actually went in our favor. We won 2-0. We tried out something new with the coach, and then it worked in our favor. And then today's training session was just to wrap up for tomorrow's game.
Okay, facing Angola is never easy. What do you think will be key for Namibia to get a positive result?
Yeah, it's just for us as players to keep our heads leveled and not to think about the past or the past results that we had against the Angolan team. It's just for us to step up and then pull up our socks and then work hard, especially off the ball. The Angolan guys, I've played against them in many, like in the under-20s and under-23, so they are a team that's pacey like us. So I think we just need to step up as well and then do our best.
What's your message to the Namibian fans watching from home tomorrow's game?
Yeah, obviously we as players we want the 12 men behind us. Since they are not here, I think for them to just support us from back home, especially the players, give them encouraging messages from back home.
Hi everyone, my name is Charis Tawante Kupembe. I play for University of Namibia, which is UNAM FC, and it's an honor to be representing my country and my club as well, as I'm playing for the highest level in the world football as well. And all I can say is I must give it to the Almighty above, and must give all glory to Him for this wonderful opportunity that I have right now.
How are you finding the experience of being here? I mean, traveling with a team, training with a team.
It's a beautiful experience. Seeing the world out here in a different way, so yeah.
Okay, looking at the COSAFA Cup, what do you make of your chances?
I hope I get the best out of it, have a good game as well, get a victory for the country as well, as it's a big game coming up for us, as we've been to the final in the COSAFA for how many times, and we hope we win it this time around.
Okay, comparing the training sessions to club level, what is the difference? How are you keeping up with the momentum?
Obviously, there's a big difference based on tactics and the pace of the game. So it's obviously different to the club level. As here, you need to always be on point, always be on your A game, and yeah.
Okay, just introduce yourself for the camera.
I'm Saskar Kurira, player of Simbapora from Zimbabwe. Yeah.
How long have you been in Zim?
I joined the team Simbapora at the start of the year, around 1st of January. That's when I joined the team. Yes.
How are you finding this the setup that side?
It's a new challenge, it's always nice to challenge yourself outside your comfort zone. But so far it has been great. I'm enjoying this experience, and it's great. I've been received well, and looking forward to ending the season on a high.
Okay, talking of the season in Zimbabwe, how well is your team doing?
We had played so far 14 games, and we are second on the log with 14 with 4 points behind them, the leading pack. But so far we are keeping track with trying to get the points and trying to do good. Yes.
Okay, so you come back to the national team. Just like, how is that experience? The last time you were here, it was CHAN qualifiers.
Yeah, it's been quite a long journey to come back to the national team. Since the last time I've been part of the team, for the CHAN competition, and then a lot of it's changed. But it feels good to be back. I've been pushing myself. I'm trying to get back into the national team, and finally it has paid off, and I'm feeling great about myself for that.
Okay, I'm sure you've been following the national team for some time now. Looking at your chances going into this COSAFA Cup, what do you make of them?
Obviously, coming into the team, you always strive to do better than the last time. Our record against Angola hasn't been quite well, but we are pushing to change the results this time around and try and bring the COSAFA back home.
Taking flight has never been easier. Paratus is introducing Sky-Fi internet packages with speeds that will have you reaching for your seatbelts. Starting from $500 Namibian excluding VAT per month, with speeds reaching up to 10 megabits per second. There's even a prepaid option where you can top up your Sky-Fi internet for just $15 Namibian per gigabyte. No contracts, no fuss. Visit your nearest Paratus branch to find out more. Or go to paratus.africa/Namibia to sign up online.
Always prepared, Paratus.
Good luck to the brave warriors there. We hope that they will do the nation proud as everyone stands behind them. The match against Malawi will also be as crucial as today's match, so definitely they will need to get some points on the group there. But Colin Benjamin, as alluded to, said he's confident with the likes of Pakonja Shaikika, Awilo Stefanos, Jocelyn Kamatuka, all these players that will be involved in this match. Now we go beyond Namibian borders, where we move to America. Jeremiah Loki Nakathila will be in action this Saturday in America, and it will be on Sunday Namibian time. The fighter will be facing American's Abdullah Mason in a fight of his life. He hopes that this fight is going to give him all he wanted in life, and that is a victory. Another victory on United States soil. Nakathila left for the United States on 1st June to prepare for more time and to get himself ready for this fight. Well, Nakathila, before he left, held a press conference where he spoke about the fight and how ready he was. Let's hear from him.
I'm happy to hear the news that I'll be fighting again. There's nothing under the sun. I've been fighting in the USA for a while now. I've been fighting at that stage. there's nothing to intimidate me when it comes to the fight of this magnitude. I also want to thank my promoter, Mr. Nessa Topius, and myself for securing a fight of this magnitude. So it's not easy, just like Sunshine said, one have to deserve fighting at this level, at that level. You don't just get a call, but you have to deserve it, and we deserve to fight at that level. So I'm preparing well. I'm preparing hard with SBK, Niki Natangwe. We are busy at the gym as well as sparring partners, the Mukungus. Yeah, so there's no doubt. If I have to just open, you see how ready I am. I'm ready. With this remaining time, just go and monitor a few things and maintain our weight and the fitness level. I'm top shape now right now, so I'm looking forward to this fight, and I still have to prove the point when it comes to fighting at this level. I've won before fighting at this level, and I'm looking forward to do it again come the 7th of June.
Well, Jeremiah Nakathila will definitely need to be in top form because he's facing a formidable prospect. Many of the bookmakers believe that he might not be able to get that victory after all because Abdullah Mason is one of those deadly fighters who is dangerous. Coming of age, Nakathila has already reached his peak and he is just there definitely to still box because of the passion. Of course, we hope that the boxer will be able to deliver something in that regard. Now we also have some Debmarine Namibia Premiership fixtures that are coming up. We know that obviously the league was won by African Stars, but however, that will not stop African Stars from still celebrating. They will only play on the 21st of June, their final match of the season. But Julinho Athletics that survived relegations will be in action this weekend against Kukatops FC at 1500 at the Rundu Sports Stadium. Blue Waters FC will face Blue Boys in a coastal derby. Blue Boys have already been relegated from the Premier League, but still has that one final match to play before they go to the drop zone. Tigers FC that have been struggling and barely survived this season go up against Ongos FC at 1500 hours, Windhoek Independence Stadium. Comas Nampo FC faces Young Brazilians, another team that was relegated from the Namibia Premiership. They go down the drop zone. Southern Football Region, that is the first division of the South, where they will be playing. They are battling at the Unam Stadium as well. At 1500 hours, Mighty Gunners face Okahanja United FC. Both teams survived this season and will be back in the Premier League next time around. They face off in Ochivarongo at the Mokati Stadium at 1500 hours. And we go on to Sunday, where there will also be a northern derby between KK Palace FC and Eshoke Chula Chula. Both teams also securing their survival and ensuring that there will be two teams from the north once again playing in next season's title or Premier League matches. And we go to the round of 30, the last two matches of the season. This is where the award ceremony will take place. Of course, Bucks Buccaneers faces off Unam FC at the SKV Stadium 1600 hours. That match will be on the 21st. And then Young African FC, the two teams that are top of the table with African Stars beating Young African and finishing in first position. They will face off, that is in the final match of the season, and there will be definitely awards for the winning teams as well as silver medal for the runners-up and bronze for the team that finished third. We'll go for another short break, and after that we bring you our zoom-in segment with an exciting rugby weekend that's coming up. But we have to look at the past events before we look into the future of this weekend's finals. The battled lines have been drawn, and it is going to be an exciting final of rugby matches at the Hage Geingob Stadium, where the NTV will be to broadcast that final of FNB Wanderers facing off the Walvis Bay team, Kudus, in another epic clash. But of course, these teams did not come through this journey by default. They had to play in the semi-finals. Let's enjoy some of those highlights again.
Dit is die semifinaal van die 2025 NRI Premier Liga en dit is die verdedigende kampioen en onoorwonde span bo aan die puntelys FNB Wanderers wat teen Trustco United span nommer 4 in die liga te staan kom hierso by die Hage Geingob Stadion. Vroeg in die wedstryd beide spanne wat kanse pale toe gehad het wat hulle nie meer geslaag het nie. Uiteindelik was dit Danko Burger wat hierso die bal weggekry het na Johnny Mwenye toe. Hy is grond toe gebring, vinnig opgepik deur Jacques Tron, die kaptein en skramskakel, wat ook dan daar vir Danko Burger deurstuur vir die eerste 3 van die wedstryd. Goeie 3 geskep deur die belangrike spelers, die senior spelers in Wanderers se span. Danko Burger sy eerste skoppale toe wat dan die paal getref het. Hierso Jurgen Meyer wat wegkom met 'n loopie, Jacques Tron wat daar is om aan te sluit. Die bal wat uiteindelik dan in die hande gekry word deur Adrian Boysen, sterk agste man van Wanderers. Hulle tweede 3 is op die tel word, net langs van die linker reg op hul. En Danko Burger, nadat sy vorige skop teen die paal vas was, tweede ene het hy secuur tussen die pale deurgestuur. Die telling 12-0 in daai stadium van die wedstryd. Dit was United wat volgende op die telbord was met 'n goeie aanvallende loopie, goeie aansluiting deur uiteindelik DJ Holshausen wat net kort van die doellyn gekeer is en JD Nel wat uiteindelik die 3 druk, die nommer 12 en kaptein van United. Ricardo Swarts met die doelskop. Hierso een van Wanderers se bewegings wat nie afgerond is nie. Hierso Danko Burger na Owen Awanga na Johnny Mwenye toe wat die bal wegkry daar vir die linkervleuel. Jurgen Meyer wat wel uiteindelik oor die doellyn gedryf het en die 3 wat uiteindelik wel toegeken is deur skeieregter Ricardo Pinar. Danko Burger se doelskop van hy ene tussen die pale deur van die kantlyn af. Goeie skop gewees. Edward Drotsky hierso met die ingooi op Roan Ludik. Danko Burger, Reyes Veres, 'n bietjie van 'n swak aangee daar deur Owen Awanga wat ook sy man kan keer. En hierso weggekom deur DJ Holshausen en JD Nel vir United. Hulle daar die bal behou vir 'n klompie fases op die doellyn totdat hulle uiteindelik hierso die stit Johan Brokman wat oor die doellyn val vir nog 'n 3 vir United. Hulle was in daai stadium bietjie reeds agter. Ja. Ricardo Swarts se doelskop was tussen die pale deur. 19-12 was die telling met rustyd, 7 punte verskil. Maar Wanderers wat in die tweede helfte ook goed gedoen het om hulle Johnny Mwinyo, hy was vol triks en vol planne, nie altyd vir hom lekker uitgewerk nie. Hierso Jandrey Estreisen, die nommer 14 wat daar wegkom vir United. Danko Burger, een van sy strafskoppe wat tussen die pale deur was, om die telling so 'n bietjie te rek buite die bereik van United. 'n Tikskoppie deur Jacques Tron na Joe Losper toe en net kort van die doellyn is hy gekeer. Jacques Tron met 'n lang aangee na die slot JP Campbell en hy glip daar tussen 1 of 2 verdedigers deur. Danko Burger nog 2 punte bygevoeg met hy skop met die linkervoet. Vinnige rigtingverandering deur Jacques Tron, Edward Drotsky en hy stamp homself weg van D.J. Holzhausen en T.Art Lindveld en Gerard Steenkamp wat ook die betyds kon keer nie. Dit was die laaste 3 vir Wanderers gewees. Danko Burger, goeie dag vir hom in die skopvoet pale toe, goed ingestaan vir Denzo Brouwer wat beseer is en die eindtelling wat ons miskien nie daar kan invoeg dan, die eindtelling 32 punte vir Wanderers, 14 39-14 die eindtelling dan daar vir Wanderers. Hulle is deur na die finaal toe, hulle sal dan in die finaal teen FNB Kudu speel aanstaande naweek.
Well, our international correspondent Ario Hart is on standby for the latest international news. From me, Jesse Jackson Kauraitha, it is goodbye.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news and starting off with tennis news first. It is French Open taking place at Roland Garros in Paris. Exciting, it is semi-final times mostly in the men and the women and big results in the men's division. It is a big semi-final coming up that is between Novak Djokovic and Jannik Sinner. They will play in the semi-final for a place in the final and that was after Jannik Sinner. He beat Alex Bublev quite comfortably 6-1, 7-5 and 6-love. And then Novak Djokovic, he's still playing great tennis at the age of 38. He beat Alexander Zverev, number 3 seed. He beat him in 4 sets. So a big semi-final coming up. Also still in the semi-finals is Carlos Alcaraz and Matteo Musetti. And so that is the men's side of the French Open. On the women's side, it is the French woman Louise Busson that continue her great run. She seeded number 361 in the world. Amazing story. And she's through to the semi-final. In the quarter-final, she beat Mira Andreeva by 7-6, 6-3. And she will now play against Coco Gauff that beat Madison Keys in the quarter-final. And also the other semi-final could also have been a final. It is Iga Swiatek that will play against Aryna Sabalenka, the number 1 and number 5 seed. It is Iga Swiatek, the defending champion. On to soccer news. It is in the English Premier League. It will be for the next month or so. Big transfer news that will be mostly in the news. The English Premier League will start in 3 months again. And the newest signing is from Chelsea. Chelsea confirmed that they've signed the striker of Ipswich. His name is Liam Delap, and he will join Chelsea on a 6-year contract. He's 22 years old and he was high in demand. That was also Manchester United, Newcastle and Everton that tried for his signature, and it is after Ipswich fell out of the English Premier League that he was released from his contract. Also, the winners of the title this year, Liverpool, they still negotiate with Florian Wirtz. He is from Bayer Leverkusen. If he goes over to Liverpool, it will be a club record. It will be for 109 million euros if Florian Wirtz agreed to terms with Liverpool. And also Liverpool looking at the Bournemouth left back. His name is Miles Kertes. That might be for 45 million euro. Closing off today's international sports news with golf news, the world rankings of the women came out. That's after the US Open was completed the last week, and the winner of the US Open, Maya Stark, she's in the news because she jumped 30 places on the world rankings. She's up from the number 36 to number 6 in the world in the top 10 after her win in the US Open. Still number 1 in the world rankings is Nelly Korda of the USA. Then Gina Titikol is in second position. She's from the Philippines, and Lydia Ko of New Zealand in the third position. Best Southern African player on that list is Ashley Buhai. She's number 70 in the world rankings at the moment. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day. We talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.